Okay, welcome Sarah and everybody else who's watching this video. Today we're just going to go over how to do peer review. You're going to be doing this out of class, so we're not going to spend a whole lot of time today in the Zoom meeting. We're just going to kind of walk through it. Now I'm going to go to the screen share so you can see what I see on my end. Okay, Sarah, do you see Blackboard?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so in going to the weekly folders and course contents, week 13, right off the bat, let me go back to it real quick, too fast. We have in the instructions here, please watch the video included. It explains how to conduct peer review. We're going to be doing this out of class, as I just said. So obviously things will be a bit different. When you click on the week 13 folder, you will find that video here. Okay, now it's if you haven't watched it yet, you need to watch it and ask me questions if you are confused on how to conduct peer review online. I noticed that pretty much all of us have uploaded our rough draft, so I assume that we've seen this video, but refer to it again as needed. There's also full written instructions here on how to conduct peer review online for our new model. And we have some editing and revision resources. The peer review rubric is found here. You will need to fill out 2 peer review rubrics, one per classmate's essay that you look at, and you will need to upload the completed, filled out peer reviews to the threads created by your classmates. Again, we have some resources for editing and revision here, and our helpful hints and revision checklist here. If you haven't been using this semester, I highly recommend it. Don't just put it there for fluff. There's actually some really great stuff there. So run your essay through it. Ask me questions about it should you have any. Okay, so getting to peer review, we're going to go to the discussion section, which is a new section wedged in between course content and assignments, which are our 2 most used sections of Blackboard. So hopefully pretty easy to find. We're going to click on that and click on peer review 3. Now when we get to peer review 4, you will see a new forum appear that will say peer review 4. Okay, so it will be all there. All right, we're going to click on peer review 3 to get to it. Now it looks like everybody's uploaded their work. Excellent, this is great. Sarah, I'm just going to use you as an example since you're here. Okay.
All right.
Cool. Your work won't appear or anything like that, just so you're aware, okay? So let's say you decide to review Sarah's work. So you'll click on the thread that she's created, as I just did, and you'll see this. From there, you'll click on the document file, which will give you access to Sarah's essay. You'll read through it twice, just like we would do in class. On the first read, you're just getting to know what it's about. You're trying to get a flavor for the author's writing style and get to know what the essay entails. The second read, you fill up the peer review rubric. Now you're going to need to fill out all portions of the peer review rubric. You'll need to score it just like we would in class. Your responses must be thorough and detailed. I will be checking everybody's peer review rubrics, and your grade will be based partially on the thoroughness and detail that you put into the work of filling out those peer review rubrics. So you've got to be specific here. If you decide to embed comments in the essay, please upload that as well. To upload the rubrics after you're finished and the notes and comments and so forth, you'll simply hit reply under the thread that your classmate has created. You'll get this box here. You don't need to worry about the message box unless you want to leave them a message. For instance, Sarah just told me before we started recording that she can't leave comments on her version of Word. This is one area that we can leave comments if we can't embed them in the work. Okay, you can also create a separate document. What we really need here is browse my computer. Now, when you finish filling out the rubrics for each of your classmates, you'll need to save it to your desktop. This way you can do a file upload. I recommend saving it as your partner's first and last name, so it's easy to find, and putting it on your desktop, so it's also easy to find. browse my computer, file upload, as if you, the same way that you turned in all assignments in the class, including peer review 3 with your file upload of the rough draft. So once you have your file attached, you should see it below and then hit submit. At that point, you will have completed one of the 2 peer review sessions that you will need to go through. Now, try to spread things out a little bit. I'm not going to assign partners to you. You have free will to choose. However, if somebody already has 3 posts would mean that they posted their original thread, which is creating that to put the rough draft in, and then 2 comments. If over here it says total post 3, move on to somebody else who does not have 3. 3 means that they've put their essay up and that 2 of their classmates have already commented on it, okay? So try to spread things out as much as possible. If in the unlikely event everybody already has 3, then just choose somebody, all right? That likely won't happen though. Okay, and once you have commented on 2 of your classmates' essays, your work will appear for grading. All right, now, if you don't hit submit, or if you don't upload your work, your completed peer review rubrics, then your grade will come down a little bit, okay? So it's important that we get that done correctly and completely. If you have questions, ask me through email before turning your work in, okay? It's much easier for me to help you before you turn something in on accident or don't fully submit an assignment as opposed to beforehand. Beforehand, it's much easier. So please get at me if you have questions before you turn anything in. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing now. Sarah, since you're the only one here, do you have any questions on the process?
I don't think so. Well, I guess other than for me, since I have the older version of Word and can't do the comments, then I can just like either make the other doc or put it in the message thing.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Okay, cool. Then I think I'm good.
I think you're good. Okay. Well, everybody else, if you have questions about peer review, again, get at me early. I'm going to put a deadline on this it says online today, and that's usually how we would do it in class. Given our new model, I'm going to allow for a little bit more time. So we'll say that peer review will be due tomorrow evening at 11:59 p.m., which is Wednesday, April the 15th. This gives you a little bit more time, although getting it done today is preferred and definitely manageable, okay? This is, again, something that we usually do in an hour and 15 minutes, so surely you can carve that out of your day. But we definitely need to have it finished by tomorrow evening. That way we can have our resources together for Thursday. Thursday will be our final edit and revision day on Essay 3. We'll turn this assignment in on Saturday. For Thursday, we will do a Zoom meeting as usual. This will be an open conferencing day where you ask me any questions about the feedback you receive on last week's journal assignment or any peer review that you get. This is an opportunity for you to ask each other questions. So everybody dialing in on Thursday would be great. Yeah, and that will be that. Well, when we come back next week, we'll start our final essay in sequence. The rigor is going to come down considerably on that. The requirements will be definitely very manageable. You're going to get really busy here in the next coming weeks with finals and so forth. So one way of curving that on my end is giving you your big assignment early. That way we can end on a more relaxed note. Now, there's still going to be some rigor. It's still going to be somewhat challenging. You're still going to have to write an essay, but it's not going to be a 5-pager this time. Cool?
Cool.
Okay, sweet. Okay, well, if there are no questions, then I'm going to go ahead and end the recording and disconnect for the day. Again, if you have questions, email them to me.
Okay.
Okay. Good luck with your work.
Thank you.